Mark Rogers TV talking Georgia, Florida, big rivalry, big game, big tradition in the SEC, regardless of the records. We bring in Savannah Lee Richardson from Bulldog Illustrated to talk up the Dogs and that 7-0 football team. Savannah, how you doing today?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Great would be a term that we could use for the Bulldogs season thus far. Not just undefeated, but some wins that are out there that seem to be improving by the week. Of course, the Notre Dame game in particular, but also Mississippi State playing well in the SEC Western Division, and a few other wins as well. It seems as though Georgia has most of the difficult games behind them, although Georgia Tech's a pretty good opponent at the end of the year at this point, and of course, Florida this week. So we'll talk Florida, we'll talk Dogs, but first, let's hit on some recruiting news and talk about hopefully some future Dogs. So you have an update for us.
We picked up Justin Fields last weekend and Adam Anderson. Justin Fields is ranked as the ESPN #1 athlete in the entire country, and I have to agree with him. He's efficient with his arm, he's efficient on his legs, and he is the playmaker of the Harrison High School team that he's on. Last Thursday, the ESPN2 highlighted that the game against Dalton, and he actually got hurt during the game. He broke his index finger in the second half, but his first half performance, I believe he put up almost 400 offensive yards for the team, and essentially helped the team win the ball game. As for the other guy, Adam Anderson, he is probably one of the top outside linebackers in the country and even in the state. His attack method, his striking method, his overall performance on the field is just dominant. He makes his name known on the field, and he's somebody to definitely keep an eye out for. With senior leaders like Davin Bellamy and Lorenzo Carter leaving, he could definitely come in and make his name known early. As for any more recruiting news regarding Georgia, there's just so much talk around who could be next, who's going to commit next, how many Georgia's going to take in this class. And I think all of this success and everything else is coming down to Georgia winning five-star running back, maybe a five-star tight end, five-star defensive back. It's just five-star, 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 and that's something that the Georgia fans and even a lot of people in the SEC don't really hear coming from Athens or around Athens. And I think it's a nice change to the atmosphere. I mean, granted, Georgia did have the #3 recruiting class last year, but I think that after picking up Justin Fields and Adam Anderson, it's starting to look a little bit more likely that Georgia's going to have another top 5 class.